What if death wasn't the end, but the beginning of something far greater? In the world of Cultivation Donghua, reincarnation turns underdogs into legends and fallen heroes into unstoppable forces. Today, we're counting down 10 epic stories where a second life means a second chance, filled with power, revenge, and destiny. So let us begin. Forget the usual countdown. This story starts with destiny itself. In Divine Lord of the Heavens, Qin Yang once wielded the legendary Stargate, until betrayal ripped it away. On the brink of death, his Fengshen Pearl awakens, flooding him with memories from 9 past lives. With centuries of hard-won wisdom, he now faces conspiracies, merciless enemies, and the crushing weight of fate. This Donghua delivers high-stakes cultivation, emotional depth, and stunning battles in a reincarnation epic that grabs you from the first moment and never lets go. Definitely an enjoyable choice for any reincarnation fan. In The Fallen Master, Chu Yue, the top operative of the modern Z organization, is framed and executed, only to have his soul transmigrate to the mysterious Nine Desolation world via the system's Nine Desolation Mirror. Bound by system tasks, he embarks on a relentless journey of cultivation to survive. Along the way, he uncovers shocking secrets hidden in his new body's original owner. Together with his companions, he unravels the tangled web, breaks free from the system, and ascends to become the strongest force in the Nine Desolation world. A truly enjoyable ride you won't forget. The Sword Immortal Is Here is a fresh and fun entry into the cultivation genre, perfect for newcomers and longtime fans alike. The story's blend of reincarnation, mystical powers, and a quirky protagonist with a modern twist, like using a mobile phone as a cultivation tool, makes it super relatable and entertaining. The animation quality is solid with exciting fight scenes and world building that pulls you in. If you're curious about cultivation stories but want something less intense and more lighthearted, this is a great place to start. Law of Devil is a gripping Chinese animated series that dives deep into the darker side of cultivation. It follows the story of Bai Yunfei, a once powerful genius who was betrayed and reincarnated with memories of his past life. Now he seeks revenge while uncovering hidden conspiracies and ancient secrets. The series blends intense action, complex characters, and a brooding atmosphere that sets it apart from more traditional cultivation stories. If you enjoy thrilling plots with moral ambiguity and sharp twists, Law of Devil is a must-watch. Supreme God Emperor and one of my favorite cultivation Donghua. It follows Mu Yun, a once mighty immortal emperor betrayed and reincarnated into a weaker body. With his past life knowledge and unshakable will, he sets out to reclaim his power, crush his enemies, and protect those he cares for. The show delivers relentless battles, ruthless rivals, and satisfying power growth, making it a real treat for fans who enjoy the thrill of constant progression. This Donghua is rich in world building, offering a sweeping fantasy landscape filled with multiple realms, intricate power structures, complex mythology, and epic comeback moments that makes it highly addictive, perfect for when I want action-packed cultivation without a slow start. Scumbag System is a witty, meta take on the cultivation and transmigration genre. It follows Shen Yuan, a modern man who dies and wakes up inside a trashy web novel as its infamous villain, Shen Qingqiu. His goal? Avoid the awful fate the villain suffers in the story. The problem? The plot keeps dragging him toward disaster, forcing him to balance survival with repairing relationships. The series pokes fun at common tropes while delivering heartfelt moments, sharp humor, and clever storytelling. Perfect for those who enjoy cultivation with a comedic twist. Martial Master blends high-stakes cultivation with a relentless revenge arc. It follows Qin Chen, a peerless genius betrayed in his past life and reborn in a weaker body. Armed with unrivaled alchemy skills, swordsmanship, and cunning, he rises through treacherous sects, political intrigue, and cosmic-level conflicts. What makes it stand out isn't just the non-stop action, but how Qin Chen uses brains as much as brawn, turning enemies into stepping stones with ruthless precision. The pacing keeps you hooked, the power scaling feels rewarding, and the mix of cultivation, mystic artifacts, and clever schemes makes it far more intriguing than a simple fight stronger foes story. Most people already know Soul Land, but it still deserves a spot on this list. The story follows Tang San, a gifted disciple of the Tang sect who is reincarnated into a world where martial souls define one's destiny. Starting with the seemingly weak blue-silver grass, he uses his intelligence, cultivation skills, and relentless training to rise in strength while uncovering the mysteries of his past. With rich world-building, emotional bonds, and iconic battles, Soul Land offers one of the most immersive cultivation journeys in Donghua. Even if you've heard of it 100 times, it's worth revisiting for its depth and legacy. Against the Sky Supreme throws you straight into a world where strength decides everything. It follows Tan Yun, a cultivator who survives betrayal and reincarnation, vowing to defy fate itself. With past life memories, unshakable resolve, and overwhelming talent, he embarks on a ruthless climb toward supremacy, toppling clans, shattering sects, and rewriting destiny along the way. The series mixes intense battles with moments of loyalty, vengeance, and romance, giving it an emotional edge beyond the usual rise-to-the-top cultivation formula. Fast-paced and unapologetically dramatic, it's a must-watch if you like your heroes relentless and your stakes sky-high. As the last pick for this list, I put Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, a masterpiece of mystery, emotion, and cultivation. It follows Wei Wuxian, the infamous founder of the demonic path, whose death was only the beginning. Reincarnated years later, he's drawn into a web of political intrigue, hidden truths, and old friendships rekindled. The series excels at weaving flashbacks and present events into a gripping, layered narrative, making every reveal hit harder. With stunning animation, rich world building, and a perfect balance of humor, tragedy, and action, it's one of the most acclaimed Donghua of its genre. And for good reason. That's it for our top 10. From epic revenge tales to second chances, these reincarnation stories are must-watch for cultivation fans. Comment your favorites, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me for more epic Donghua adventures. For more Donghua recommendations, check out my channel as it has plenty of top 10 for different taste.